All right, guys, I am recording. Okay, so the first question. If you notice, the directions tell us to solve for y. Basically, we're just solving for the variable. Anytime we're solving for the variable, what's the first things that I do? That's right. I circle my variable. I draw my line of equality. We'll talk about your schedule in just a minute. Once I circle the variable and I draw my line of equality, what's this next step going to be? SADMAP. Good. What is SADMAP, John? What does SADMAP stand for?
The backwards of PEMDAS.
The backwards of PEMDAS. What's PEMDAS stand for? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That means, that tells us the order of operations, right? How I solve a long equation with order of operations. But because I'm solving for a variable, I have to do PEMDAS backwards, which is SADMAP. So, S, do I have any subtraction? No. Nah. So then A, do I have any addition? Yes. So I have to get rid of this plus 12. How do I get rid of this plus 12? Subtract 12. What does it mean when you do the opposite? What's that key term?
Minus equals, add equals minus, and times equals pi.
So my golden rule, whatever I do on one side, I do to the other. But when I take the opposite of an operation, it's two words. What is that term called? What? So close. Starts with an I.
Inverse operation.
Inverse operations. Good.
Thank God I remembered it.
Woo! We got some. So 3y equals, then on my right side, 27 minus 12, 15. I'm still not done because the variable y is still not by itself. So my next step is to get the variable by itself by doing what? Divide. Good.
If the letters weren't there, this will be a lot easier.
So we're going to divide. Why wouldn't I subtract? Why wouldn't I subtract this 3? Kyle?
Because the y is connected to the 3.
Which means to multiply. Good. 15 divided by 3 is?
5.
5. How do I know this is my final answer?
Because the 5 is there.
So what should I do to show that this is my final answer?
Box it.
Box it.
Well,
Oh, you betcha.
if it's in a box, where's the shipping to?
Hong Kong.
What? Why?
Okay. So let's look at this next one here. This next one's a little bit more confusing. We're still going to follow the same directions, though. What's my direction tell me to do? Solve for the y. So which variable am I going to circle? The y. Since I'm solving for the y, my goal is to get that y by itself. If I have to get that y by itself, what other things do I need to get rid of? Or what other terms do I need to get rid of on this side of the line of equality? The 6x and the, not the 3y, but the, so I want to get rid of the 6x. And what else do I want to get rid of to get this y by itself? The 3. Just the 3, not the 3y. Okay, so what am I going to get rid of first here? The 6. So how do I get rid of that plus 6x? That x is going to go with it. So we're going to subtract, 6x from both sides. Golden rule, whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. But can I take 27 minus 6x? Why not? Say it again. They're not what? Looking for two key terms. They're not, 27 and 6x are not like terms. So all I'm going to do is just bring that 6x over. So on my left side, that cancels because plus and minus cancel out. I bring down my 3y. And on my right side, remember how I always like to write my number with the variable first? I'm going to bring down the minus 6x plus 27. Why is that a plus 27 and not a minus 27? Yeah, right. Now, the y is still not by itself. So how do I get the y by itself?
You gotta divide, simple.
Divide by what?
3.
3. So whatever I do on one side, so I divide the whole entire side by 3. This is what we'll work up to, you guys. So don't get panicky. This is not what your quiz will be over tomorrow. Now, if I'm going to divide this side by 3, I'm going to have to think to myself, negative 6x divided by 3. What's negative 6x divided by 3?
2x.
What type of 2?
Negative 2.
So negative 2x. Then I look back, positive 27 divided by 3. Positive 27 divided by 3.
No.
9.
No.
Positive 9. Now, did we solve for y? Did we get y by itself?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got
So
to
right here,
present to us about something.
that's okay. My goal was to get the
Oh,
y
you
by
solved
itself.
Where's that box?
I got the y by itself, so we're done.
Why
This
that
is,
box
yep, box it. That's our final answer. This is called slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. I'll explain what y equals mx plus b in a few more lessons.
Hey, I have a question.